welcome back to Canvas Classics. For today we are working on the trim for the 1966 Oldsmobile 442, and most of this trim is stainless steel. If it is stainless steel, you can work it just like body work, but if it's chromed or stuff like that, then you kind of have to replace it or send it out to be professionally done. With the stainless, you can hammer it out, and basically what we do is you kind of hold it up to the light, follow it with your eye, watch for any dips or rises. As you can see on this one, we've gone ahead and marked out the spots that need worked. We have two big spots here and a deeper spot here. So we're going to work those a little bit different. We're going to do a couple of techniques. One, hammering it on the wood on the vise on the bench, and then hammering these other ones kind of on the sandbag. We'll go over these other ones on the sandbag as well, just so we can get it smoothed. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and polish it. The polishing is a several step system, but it's what you have to do. Most of this is not available. Some of this is. The parts that match to Chevelle, so probably the two windows, and this is the front window, the windshield. It should be available because it would be the same as the Chevelle, but a lot of the trim on the Oldsmobile is different, especially the lower trim, the window well openings. They're all different and they are not available, so we are having to do this work. You can send it out. There are companies that specialize in doing this. We may end up doing that if it doesn't work out. We've been playing with these a little bit and we're doing okay, but if we run into some that are past our abilities, we'll send it out. So we're going to switch here. I'm going to hand this over to Dad, and I'll take over the camera responsibilities.
Okay, what I've got here is it's a piece of knotty pine. It's real soft wood. You don't want anything really hard because you want a little bit of give in it. I've got it in my vise, so I'm just going to tap these a little bit. See, I've got this lighter hammer. I'm going to tap these a little bit and see if I can just get the high points out of them. What you have to do is just don't wrap it really hard. I've got this smaller hammer, but as if you can see, I still got two dimples right in there that I'm having a little trouble getting out. So let me grab a different punch. I've got this smaller punch, and I'm going to see if I can put it right on the low spots and just work on getting them out. Okay, I think I've got them hammered out somewhat. So I'll show you this little technique that I've discovered on these.
So it is a little bit of a time-consuming process. Basically what we'll do is, we go up here again, look at it through the light. These ones that we got out, they're a little bit high, but that's okay. Because basically what we're going to do is we're going to work that back down to flat, and then we can polish them up.
And what I found on these, if you take your sandpaper, now this is 600 grit sandpaper, and if I just go over this lightly, and you don't need to worry about doing any damage to this. Like Cooper said, it's stainless steel, so okay. Now if you look across this one, you can see just a small dimple in it right there. This one, quite a significant dimple in it. So what we want to do now is I've made this little block of wood, and I've got a little belt sander over here. I went to a yard sale one day and I come across this. It's a Craftsman. It's an older one, but it's in really good shape. Works great, and I use it to grind these woods down so that I can fit them in here. It was cheap, $10. I didn't feel bad about that. So, but what we gonna want to do is set this wood in here. And I got this little bit bigger hammer, but it's flat, and see if I can tap this out a little bit. There on that, I've still got that bad dimple in there. So, and you just got to keep working this stuff. You can't just hammer on it once and think you've got it. So I'm going to put this piece in here so I can hold this. Get my little hammer here too. Okay, now I can set that on there, and that should catch that. Let me hit it again with the sandpaper here a little bit. It's a lot better, but you can still see a little bit of dimple in there. And this dimple right here, them two, I don't know if we'll be able to get them out without sanding it down some, but.
Okay, so we're going to continue working on this. When we go to do part on the sandbag, we'll come back to you. Well, welcome back. We got that out the most we can. We have some sand scratches in there, but we're going to get the others out before we start preparing for the finish polish and sanding. So as you can see, we got it for the most part. The dent was around in here, but it's fairly smooth. I don't know if you can see, but there are some scratches where we filed it to smooth it out. We do have to continue that. We wanted to show you how we're going to take care of these other ones. that aren't as deep. So we created this homemade sandbag, and it allows us to not put as much pressure on it, because these are just minor.
As you can see, this sandbag conforms to your deal, but it's got enough give in it that it won't cause you any more damage to it. So it took me a little while to dummy up that this was the way to go, because it just gives it enough give that you don't bend it all up and stuff. So it feels pretty good. I don't feel any low spots in it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start buffing these out. We got a wheel set here that's kind of rough, and that's what it's made for. We've got this polish, and I've got a chart here that tells me this is the brown and this is for medium polishing.
That's the red.
Red. Sorry, this is the red one, and this is for rough polishing. And you don't want to put a lot on there. They recommend when you change colors, you change the reels, or the buffing wheels. So but we'll just start by running it across here. And I'm not going to try and buff this whole thing out while you're sitting there waiting for me. We'll kind of hit the one end a little bit, and then you can see what it's doing. Okay, we'll wipe that down. Now hopefully you can see a little bit of difference in it. Get it here in the light. It's starting to shine up a little bit. So with that, we'll change the wheel out, put a new one on. Just keep working at it.
Okay, so we are going to continue. We'll get the whole thing buffed out. We'll show you the finished product when we're done. Thanks. Well, we've been working all morning on these trim pieces, so it's tedious. It's kind of boring to do. It's something we got to do, but it really does take a toll on you. So I'm here with Dad.
Hello.
We're gonna run out and shoot some archery. Just as a break. We'll show you a little bit of what we do there.
This is really quite a nice setup they've got down here. They've got a little bit of everything. Outside, out this way is the Cowboy Action Shoot. They have competitions here once or twice a year. This over here is the shooting range for pistols and rifles, and On down there further's a deal for semi-automatics and that type of stuff. If you follow this road on over, it takes you over to the shotgun range. And here we are pulling into the archery range. Looks like we got a few people out here today. This is quite a deal. It's set up that when you become a member of it, and the membership's not very expensive, it's if you want willing to come out and work for a half a day out here, they let you join for $50 a year. When you join the archery club, then you get the opportunity to come out whenever you want to. They give you the combination to the gate, and you can come out and shoot whenever you feel like it. As you can see, they've got the range, and we go all the way from 10 yards, and the furthest one up on that hill is 100 yards. And these are all, you know, they're all laid out from 10 to 35, and then 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. If you look out this way, then they've got a field range set out over here, and it goes clear out. And if you look way out there, you can see a tree stand, and there's got two tree stands on this, and they do require that you be 18 years or older to climb up in them, and you have to have adult supervision if you got younger kids, but they don't like them up in the tree stands. So, but we're going to get our bows out, and we'll get back to you in just a minute. We'll take a few practice rounds here. As you can see, we shoot compound bows. This particular one is a bear, set at 55 pounds.
Shoot 40.
As you can see, we got artificial turf here. One of the high schools from around here was putting in a new ball field, and they was tearing all this up, and they gave it to us, so we come out and got some machinery and what have you, and laid all this out here. As you can see, he shot really well at 40 yards. He shot 3 hours at 40 yards, all in the kill zone. This is the 50-yard one. Didn't do quite as well, but you'll notice out here too, we've had some extra of that artificial turf stuff, so we put that up there to catch the arrows before they didn't go up on the hill.
It's not bad for not having shot for almost a year, probably. We'll let Dad shoot and see how he does.
This bow that I'm shooting is an elite bow. It's also 55 pounds.
So a little better. Got one outside the kill, two in. He did beat me here on the 50 though.
Not good shooting, but it was all right. I should be shooting better, but I've been having some trouble with target panic, and according to everybody I talked to, I'm not the first guy and I won't be the last guy that had a little trouble with target panic. It's when you get your bow pulled back and ready to shoot and you don't get on the target, you just let the arrow fly, you don't know where it's going. As you can see, this is a very nice facility they got out here. Cheap enough, but I love to golf, but I can't afford to golf 2 or 3 times a week, and so this works out great for me. I can come out here and spend, you know, as much time as I want. But anyway, it's a nice day, beautiful day out here, and not cold and what have you. But and if you've seen these targets out here, and I'm the guy that's responsible for painting all those. I've got it set up over here, and we could show you that a little bit if you want. And I made all the templates, and so I've come out and anchor the vinyl down. It's just a naga hide that a guy that's a member of the club here works at a place, and they throw a lot of that away, so he gets it for us and just gives it to us. And so when I first started out here, which was been back in 2013, they was using paper targets on all these out here, and of course, you know, when paper gets wet, what it does, so we'd put new targets up out there, and if we got a rainstorm, within about a week's time they was gone. So I got with the guy and I says, "Yeah, we ought to do something." So when I first started making these, I made them out of burlap, and they held up fairly well. But everybody likes these so much better because you can see them clearer, and it makes the shooting more fun because it's not hard to see where you want to hit. So, but I've been making all these, and here's what the templates look like. I made them out of 1/4 inch material, and it was melamine on one side. In the cabinet business, we use this as backs and what have you, and floor, bottoms in the drawers and stuff. But anyway, I drew these up, cut them out with a jigsaw. And the nice thing about it is, excuse me, nice thing about these is you can paint it on this side, turn around, you got the deer facing the other way. So, you know, you can make a little bit of difference. These here are what I put the material on, and then put these on. I fasten it down with some thumbtacks, and then when I lay this on there, I can just put it where I want it, paint it, cut it and let it dry. The thing I did notice is when we first started using this naga hide, is I tried painting one on the slick surface. That didn't work. As soon as I lifted the deal off, I moved it a little bit, it started, the paint peeled off. So I have to use the backs of this. If you look, you can see this has got kind of a, if you paint it on this side, it doesn't hold up, but if you paint it on this side, the back side of it, it works really good. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of material still in here. Here's one of the, this is one brand new one that hasn't been used yet. Them out there is kind of hard to see, so I'll show you these. This is the elk. A little bit dirty and what have you, but I mean, to shoot arrows at it works great. So
we're going to shoot a little bit more just to get warmed up, make sure our bows are still in tune. Like I said, I haven't shot for about a year, so shoot a little bit and then we'll show you a game we play. Okay, so what we call this, it's a balloon game. So starting at 30 yards, we got 30, 35, 40, 50, and 60. There's 2 balloons on each one. So what we'll do is you shoot. If you pop your balloon, you move to the next target. Shoot that one, and you go till you miss. First one to 60 wins. So let me grab my bow and we'll give it a shot. So I missed, Dad's up. So we got the 30, no problem. 35, we're a little bit to the left. Oh, that's a miss.
we've moved along. We're up to the 60-yard marker now. We got 2 more balloons, 1 each. Whoever pops it first is the winner. Win or lose, it has no matter. We're just having a good time out here at the archery range. So we've got 2 other guys shooting, so they're up gathering their arrows right now, and as soon as they get back, we can go ahead and start shooting again.
Dad did beat me to the 60, so he gets first shot to see who wins. Right now, it's all tied up. I'm hoping to pull it off.
Go on that side of the camera. No hit.
No hit, my turn. Miss there. So I had it surrounded. Dad had his group all to the side. Maybe this time we can get it. Dad wins. Okay, so we're heading out here. We're gonna shoot there's a 3D range with some 3D animals. They also just have some regular targets. We don't have a lot of time, so we're just gonna kind of jump to the ones we want to shoot. You can see there's a they have different stations. This one's a skunk.
On the post there, if you look at it, the skunk's 10 yards and the target is 18 yards.
So it gives you the left and right. Go ahead and shoot it.
You can see these red stakes in the ground. You shoot from them. So we'll just shoot the 3Ds, and I'm not going to shoot that round target up there.
Completely missed right over the top.
Not good. That skunk at 10 yards, when your pin's 20 yards, it's pretty tough. You got to hold low on it. So, oh, good shot, Coop. A little bit low, but not bad. You're in the animal. I killed that bale of hay though. Still good?
Not very often that you get to hunt dinosaurs, so let's see if we can slay it. A little high, maybe.
But it's in the animal. Good shot. My feeling is if it's in the foam, it's home, and so I got two that's home, so that's a good deal.
I think we got that dinosaur. I think it's dead. So this is a place we come to shoot. It's Redrock Bowmen. We are down in southern Utah. We have a special episode coming up on that. We got to go do a little reconnaissance mission. But yeah, so Redrock Bowmen, they are open second and fourth Saturday of each month. There's their website. Like Dad said, if you become a member, they give you a accommodation gate. You can come anytime. Okay, so we got some polishing done. As you can see, it's pretty straight, pretty shiny. It's not perfect by any means, but if we're not going for perfection, we're going for looks good. If we want perfection, we'd probably have another 4 or 5 hours at least into just this piece. But it's a whole lot better than it was. There's no dents. It is shiny. Few minor scratches. We can still work on those a little bit if we want to, but from where we started with waves in it and big divots in it, looking pretty good. Thanks for watching.